Have you ever found yourself surrounded by stuff you don't even use, but didn't realize how much it was weighing you down until one day it just clicked? That was me. I've always been drawn to minimalism. I loved watching people declutter and organize their homes, but I never thought I'd actually live like a minimalist. In today's video, I'm sharing how I started my minimalist journey without even planning it, and how a few small financial goals ended up changing my mindset and my life. To be honest, I've never been someone who buys a ton of stuff or hoards things. I wasn't a big shopper, but that didn't mean I was immune to clutter. I still had things I didn't use, clothes I didn't wear, and drawers full of broken or outdated stuff. You know, the typical piles of clothes in the closet, random cabinets, expired products tucked away in the bathroom. It all just becomes part of the background until one day I realized it was all just too much. I had known about minimalism for years. I'd watch videos of people with beautiful, simple homes, clean white spaces, and that peaceful energy that comes with owning less. But for a long time, I thought that kind of lifestyle wasn't for me. It looked too curated, too extreme. I loved the concept, but I didn't really take it seriously. I enjoyed watching minimalism, not necessarily living it. But the shift started when I made a decision to cut back on spending. I had some financial goals I really wanted to hit. Savings I wanted to grow. Expenses I wanted to cut. So I began by buying less. Few clothes, no new gadgets, less eating out. At first, it was purely about money. But something really interesting happened. As I stopped adding new things to my life, I started noticing the things I already owned and how little of it I actually used. I started digging through drawers, shelves in my closet, just trying to take inventory. And it hit me. I had so much stuff, but I could barely find what I needed when I needed it. That's when it really clicked. I realized the clutter was taking up physical and mental space, so I started letting go. Not in a big dramatic declutter your entire home in 48 hours way, but slowly and intentionally. I got rid of clothes that didn't fit, or that I hadn't worn in years. I threw out broken chargers, expired makeup, and random junk that had been sitting untouched for ages. And every time I let something go, it felt lighter. Easier, like I was making space not just in my home but in my mind. What started as a way to save money turned into something much deeper. I started to become more conscious of what I brought into my home. Before buying something, I'd ask myself, do I really need this? Do I already have something like it? Will it actually add value to my life? And more often than not, the answer was no. That's how minimalism started for me. Not by trying to live a Pinterest-perfect lifestyle, but becoming more aware of my spending, my space, and what I truly value. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't a challenge. It was just one small step at a time. And that's what I want you to take away from this. Minimalism doesn't have to be extreme. It doesn't have to mean owning 30 items or living in an all-white house. It can simply mean being more mindful of what you own, how you spend, and how you live. For me, it started with money. For you, it might be stress, clutter, or something else entirely. I'd love to know what sparked your interest in minimalism. Was it a video, a life change, or just a quiet realization one day? Let me know in the comments. And if you're still figuring it out, that's okay too. You're not alone. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in minimalism, decluttering, or simple living, make sure to subscribe and join me on this journey of living with less, but with more intention. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, it's okay to start small.